squeeze it and you see the...
Janet, if that makes your mind open for...
Everyone get familiar with how the Smackdown works? Try each wine with the food in question. And we're not here so concerned about how great the wine is, but how great the food and wine combination is.
What's going to happen here is Gary and I are each going to pour our wines. For the first one, it's not going to be hard for you to tell them apart. Gary's has bubbles in it. He was back there with a twisty straw for the last 10 minutes. And mine does not. Wine number one, give it a good swirl, taste the food, taste the wine again, and then we'll come back and talk. We have to pay attention to the way in which the texture of the wine interacts with the texture of the food. For me here, the mindset was this. The potatoes, I would assume, would be a little bit overboiled, which they are, and what that would do is bring out a lot of their starchiness. I figured that the creme fraiche, caviar, or the creme fraiche, sour cream, whatever you want to call it there, would really coat your tongue. All right? So I wanted something here. I wanted a wine that would not be so overwhelmingly heavy that it would just blanket your tongue, because we have the food to take care of that. Okay? At the same time, I didn't want a wine that was too light that would make it so that we actually couldn't taste the wine at all. This bottling in particular has this sort of telltale brininess to it. And for me, that gave me a bridge to the caviar. All right? I wanted to bring in those flavors, those aromas, without overpowering them. So for that, I mean, it's, could have gone with like a muscadet or something like that. But for me, this wine it bridges all the distances that I needed with this food without overwhelming.
Tremendous.
Thank you.
When I think about wine, I think about it very simply as the same way as I think about life. I think great wine and food pairings need balance. I'm all about balance. Balance is actually all I care about when it comes to wine, because the flavors can get very repetitive. There's a lot of wines that taste similar, but the balance in a wine, and especially what I refer to a lot as the mid-palate, the heart and soul of it, is very important to me. Obviously, my product is sparkly and a little bit different. What I'm looking for is the freshness. I also thought the starch would be a factor, and the apple freshness spritzy explosion was my counter to that, because the synergy of those two flavors have been tremendous. I really was looking for the balance, and when you talk about starch, there is clearly something about sparkling wines that matches up extremely well. I also thought that the product that I chose was extremely high quality and allowed me to play within the rules of the dollar amount, and ultimately had enormous acidic structure on the back end, which I thought would last quite long and allow you to, where in the middle the flavors kind of blend together, the back end of this product's complexities and acidity, the acidity that you feel in the middle of your tongue, I thought would be imperative and would be appreciated by the masses.
Sir, would you like to do yours first?
Yes, I would. Riando Prosecco. Prosecco is a sparkling wine from the Piedmont region in Italy, and has a little bit more residual sugar than your classic, champagne.
So here we go. This is a Verdeo from McLaren Vale, about 45 minutes south of Adelaide. One of the things that I love about wine, Gary made a great point, especially with sparklers, everyone drinking, the Clicquot and the same things over and over. And there's one of the things that gets me most excited with sparklers is grower champagnes. And the same guys who are growing the grapes are making the wine. And with the big guys, that's not how it works. So the winner of each flight gets 2 points. The loser gets 1.